When you think of Sally Jessy Raphael, the first thing that comes to mind has to be her trademark red glasses. The iconic talk show queen stood out not only because of her bold look, but also for how she tackled controversial topics on daytime TV. The Sally Jessy Raphael show was created by Burt Dubrow, who is our senior executive producer here at DBL. And the very first episode aired in 1983, and the show had a nearly 20-year run. Sally is an inspiration to me and so many others. Earlier, I had the honor of sitting down with her to do a special one-on-one interview for our series, TV Legends, Where Are They Now? Sally Jessy Raphael, I can't believe I'm talking to you. I watched your show religiously growing up, and I'm actually sitting here today because of you, so thank you.
What were you, 3 years old?
No, actually, I began watching you at around 7 or 8 in 3rd grade, and then I actually watched you all the way through college.
Now you know why I don't do these interviews, for goodness sakes.
Oh, Sally, well, enough of me gushing over you, which is my true sentiment, but you were the first woman to host a syndicated talk show. So how did this come to be?
Our first television show, and it is live from St. Louis.
I'm really not quite sure how it came to be. I was doing radio, and it was Bert's idea that maybe that when you're doing serious topics, and really that's the way the whole thing started. It was really good, serious information type topics.
Also, what I loved about you and what struck me as a young viewer, Sally, you never seemed to judge or patronize any of the guests on your show.
Thank you. That's a lovely compliment. I think I came from non-judgmental parents.
You opened up my eyes to some grave injustices, Sally. You shined a bright light on very important issues that I believe would have otherwise remained in the dark, like rape, like family separation, like the AIDS epidemic. In fact, I remember the first interview, and I'm getting emotional just thinking about it. The first interview I ever saw with someone with HIV was on your show, and it clearly stuck with me. No one else was doing that, Sally. Why did you believe it was important?
We wanted to do things that were important. The person you're talking about, I believe, was Ryan White. If you know who I'm talking about, yes, you know your history.
Yep.
The point was to talk to people and make the person you're talking to a human being.
I don't know if you remember this, but years ago, I got about 5 seconds to speak with you on the phone. When I asked you, give me 2 pieces of advice, you said never trust a man in a suit. And you said always go with your gut, Samantha.
Boy, that's not bad advice. I can't even remember doing it.
The list is a long list of celebrity guests that you got to interview. I mean, iconic celebrities. So is there a memorable one that you look back to where you even yourself are like, wow?
Yeah, Audrey Hepburn stuck out to me. I did not know she had about 3 months left on Earth. In fact, I spoke at her memorial service.
So I have to say, because I'm noticing you're still sporting your signature red glasses, and I know people ask this all the time, but we want to hear it. What is the story behind those iconic frames?
I was on Bob Brunn's show. I couldn't read the teleprompter. He was away. I was sitting in. And I looked at an ad, and there was one of those all-inclusive, we'll give you an eye exam and a pap smear, and we'll get you glasses.
Right.
And when I went to the store, they only had red.
Okay.
To get the stations to approve of A, a female, but B, a female in red glasses. So.
Wow.
And it all seems so silly now, doesn't it?
No, I thought it was like a branded decision, and here it was an accident.
Everything was an accident.
We have a photo of you, and the photo is from the Emmy Awards. In fact, I'm holding the Emmy. Oh, yeah, you won in 1989, beating out Oprah.
Sally Jessy Raphael.
So, Sally, do you consider that your most accomplished moment as a host, or does something else stick out to you?
Absolutely not. The big moment probably was when we were on television in New York. And that was because I was living in New York, my family was there, and now they knew where I went every day. Before that, none of my relatives figured, you know, what the heck is she doing?
Sally, before we go, I have to tell you, Burt Dubrow, who I also owe my career to, by the way, and who I mentioned earlier, saved one of your original pairs of red glasses. I have them right here.
Oh, that's who stole them.
Can you see?
And you look great.
I adore you. It was an honor. It was a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope I can personally meet you one day. You see how greedy I can be?
There you go. Peace.